I have officially made it back to Universal Studios Hollywood. It is 2025 and it's the first video of the year. I was going to say the season, but it's not a season, it's a year. 2025 is a year. Unless you're living in a state where the theme parks close for most of the year, and then I guess it would be considered a season. But here in California and sunny California, yeah, it is a year. 2025, here we go. It's going to be a crazy year. And we're kicking it off with Universal Studios Hollywood. And this is a great shot of the back lot. You can see the Fast and the Furious finale for the studio tour. You can see the Nope section, War of the Worlds, the back end of the Psycho House, and then off in the distance you can even see the Hollywood sign. That's not the real one. The real one's actually over there, facing that away. And then here's a lot of backstage stuff. And they just recently finished this building right here. I think this is some facilities for the park. But yeah, and sometimes they stage stuff back here, but I'm not seeing anything staged for Fast and the Furious or anything else that is potentially exciting here at the property. But one thing you're also noticing is I'm at the top of the ET parking structure because yeah, it is busy. It's going to be very, very busy today, and this was all that was available up here. So yeah, I'm bracing for impact. 2 days after the new year, yeah, I'm expecting it to be busy. This is no shocker. This isn't a surprise to anybody. So if you are coming to the theme parks the week of start of the year, yeah, you know what you're getting yourself into. And it's been a minute since I've parked in the ET lot. I usually park in JP, Jurassic Parking. But this is exciting in itself, right? No, it's really not that exciting. But let's make our way down one level so we can walk in the shade. Because you know me, I will do my best to avoid a stage 5 sunburn. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to walk in the shade as much as possible. But yeah, this is a really good view of the back lot. It's pretty cool. I mean, Universal sits on a lot of property. They're on like, what, over 400 acres? So yeah, there's a lot to look at. I know for a while they were doing a production over here because of the times that I went on the studio tour, they were working in this area. So I wonder what movie that was for. And you can see everything's been wrapped up. Okay, yeah, this is better. It's not that it's hot today or anything. I'm wearing a pullover hoodie, so I'm not like hot, at least right now. Maybe I'll get a little warm later, but the weather's quite nice. It's a perfect day to go to the beach, by the way. If you're visiting from out of town and you want a beach day, today is like a really good day to do that because it's so clear out. Probably not the best day to go swimming because the water is very cold, but if you want to just enjoy a day in Hermosa Beach, Santa Monica, Manhattan, Malibu, Venice Beach, oh yeah, it's perfect. Or you can be like me and enjoy the theme parks. Those are fun as well. This parking structure is huge, by the way. I remember when they built it, and that was like a big indication that Universal was getting ready to really ramp up expansion and build even more at this park. And moving forward, I wonder if they're going to build another parking structure because I feel like they run out of spaces. I mean, Jurassic Parking was at capacity today. This one's nearly full. I don't know how Curious looks. I'm sure Curious is really packed as well. So I'm wondering if they're going to go forward with another parking structure and if those hotel projects come true, because allegedly Universal is getting ready to build hotels here, according to an article on KTLA 5. But if that comes true, I wonder if they'll build parking structures for the hotels. And the hotels will like either sit on top of them or right next to them or whatever, because that might help out with some parking. Because when they open up Fast and the Furious, and I'm sure a few other attractions, yeah, I mean, they're gonna need the extra parking here, so we'll see. But this parking structure was a great addition, because they definitely needed it. And boy, oh boy, it is quite large. And before I forget, hello everyone, my name is Dylan. Thank you so much for tuning back in to another video, another theme park obsession video. The main focus today is gonna be Fast and the Furious, so let's not waste any more time and head inside the park. Made my way up to the second level just because I wanted to check the crowd levels filtering into the park at around 12:30. And it's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of people filtering in, especially from the ET parking structure. But since I'm arriving at 12:30 and the park's been open since 9 a.m., I believe, I think everyone's already inside the park. I don't know what the wait times are. We're gonna figure that out once we get in. But oh man, like I'm kind of excited for the chaos. Like I'm ready for it. My body is ready for the crowds. Watch it not be that bad at all, and they're super efficient, and the lines are not that long. But hey, you never know. You never know. This might be my only ride today, so I'm gonna enjoy it. That's why I'm not walking. Usually I just kind of walk down the stairs, but no, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it. Cause yeah, I don't know how many rides I'm gonna get on today. I don't know if I'm gonna get on anything today. Made it through security really easy. That was nice and efficient. I was a little worried at first. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be brutal at security, but it wasn't bad. Everyone was being really quick, putting their stuff in the bins. They take it through the machine, and then boom, it's done. We're in. Ooh, and they have the misters on today. So is it supposed to get hot later? I mean, I'm fine right now. That could change. I mean, things could heat up over at Fast and the Furious, so maybe I'll have to take my sweater off for that. And of course, we're gonna cut through the gift shops because of the shade. Maybe we'll, oh wait, I don't remember this. Did they just paint this, or am I just not paying attention? Oh wait, this is like the stuff we saw in Orlando. Okay, there you go. Well, now you can get it here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Or it's been here for a long time, and like I said, I'm just an idiot. And let's see if any of the Grinchmas merchandise is on sale. Oh yeah, Grinch holiday merchandise, 50% off. So there you go. If you want to get some Grinchmas stuff while it's still here, 50% off, can't beat that. They still have all the classic stuff. They still have the Wicked merchandise. Did you guys see the Wicked float in the Rose Parade? I did. That was pretty cool. All right, let's make our way through Starbucks and to the Lookout. Okay, we got the crane flying today. Last time I was here, it was over in this position, so she's going, and yeah, there's a lot of crew on site today. Wow, you can even see how much brickwork they've put up on that side of the building in just, what, a week's time? Yeah, look at that. I was not expecting the detail to go up that quickly. And they've even finished like the trim at the very top. There we go. Yeah, the very, very tippity top, that trim looks to be done. And then where the blue is, maybe some windows are supposed to go there. That's why we don't see any brickwork. But it looks like they've gone more than halfway down the side of the building already. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. The catwalk has been installed for the other launch section. This is apparently where another set of LSMs is going to go to launch us into the next half of the coaster. Wow, that went up very fast. And it's an interesting thing that it's not black like the catwalk up here, where the brake run, all those drive tires are. So I'm wondering if this will be painted or if it'll just stay like that. I would think it will stay like that, because if they wanted to paint it, they would have painted it at the manufacturing facility. And maybe it's that color because of other things that are going to be happening in the area. But look at how close we get to the catwalk and where the track layout's going to be. That is so awesome. A lot of progress this week. I'm really happy to see that. Again, there's that lonely piece of track like we saw in the previous update. So the latest installation is that right there. I don't see any other pieces of track that have been installed. I think it's just the catwalk in this area. I'm not seeing any new footers either. Well, or not footers, but support columns. These footings down here, looks like those are ready to go though. Looks like we have maybe a couple for support columns for the track, and then maybe a couple for that massive wall that will eventually go up. And speaking of that, a lot of the crew members are over in that area. There'll be a giant wall that kind of goes around this right here to help with sound. And now that the catwalk has been installed, at least most of it, we'll eventually see some track in this location. That might be the next spot to receive track, to be honest, because we saw track up here get installed really quickly for the brake run area, and then we saw that stretch of track that we'll look at a little bit later that has the first set of LSMs on it right out of the station. So the fact that they have the catwalk installed down over here at the second launch, yeah, I think this is the next major spot to receive to receive it. I mean, we might see a couple more pieces come up over here, but because of this, I think they're going to wait. And but see, it is kind of odd that they put that one in, because you would think that they would prioritize either this first or maybe the rest of the area over by the escalator. But no, we got this random one. So I'll keep an eye on it. You know, I'm here every week to document the progress. For those that are new, yeah, I'm here a lot. So if you love these Fast and the Furious updates, definitely can count on me to provide you with the latest. But my guess, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to see some track right here, and then some beautiful LSMs be installed and eventually hooked up, so then they can start testing this thing, hopefully later on this year. I would think by late summer, but maybe before Halloween Horror Nights, depending on how quick they move, they can get this thing testing and through its course. But yeah, again, I'm really impressed with the work over here at the building. I'm going to zoom in. Hold on, everybody. Holy moly, that was a quick zoom. I hope no one spilt their coffee or anything. But yeah, there's just so much work happening up there. I mean, there's 3 guys up there that I can see, and there's a couple more guys down over here. Oh, we got a bucket lift happening. That's a bucket of express passes for all the attractions, for those that are wondering. So yeah, with this current pace, I think they're going to get to this over here within the next couple days. Because again, I was not expecting them to move that fast with the detail already. And what's going to be cool is in the next couple months, I feel like all the scaffolding is going to come down, revealing the finished product. I still don't know what's going on over here though, because they removed the scaffolding a while ago. And I don't know if that's just because they need to look at some stuff, or maybe they need to access this point where that door is. I don't know. It's another spot I'm going to be keeping an eye on. But the scaffolding's still up over here, and you can see that the brickwork has been finished. I'm not seeing any hookups yet for the drive tires, so those are still disconnected. Some of them have tires, and then some of them don't. But yeah, it's looking really good over here. Okay, crane's flying. Wonder what it's going to pick up. There's no track or anything staged down over here, so we'll see what it picks up. Might be some stuff for this building. A lot of the activity, like I've been saying over the past few weeks and months, a lot of activity is happening here. I feel like this is the biggest pain in the butt if they want to get finished first. Could be picking up something that I just can't see also. I love this. This is one of my favorite parts about any new attraction, is just the build out. So much fun to watch. And it's also fun to see Universal work so quickly, right? They move fast. Whoever their contractor is, I believe that's the contractor right there. Yeah, they move really quick, and it's awesome to see. Now, over at the far end over there, I'm not seeing any new progress on that section. It's looking the same. And I believe there's still a support column. Yeah, still staged over there. You can kind of see it. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, it's right over there. It's still staged by that chain link fence. So not sure when that's going to be installed. I would think here in the next couple of weeks, but no activity over here just yet. The amount of concrete work happening down over here though is insane. Like, there's so much. I mean, not only does this retaining wall have like a massive amount of concrete, but look at all the footings, and then they have more footings for the wall, that huge sound wall that's going to be going up. There's just, I feel like this entire section has so much concrete. And here's the side closest to French Street, slowly making my way over to the escalators. Now, they haven't gotten to this section yet where all that purple is, but again, that brickwork looks so good from this side. They've finished so much work. And at this rate, they might finish this side in the next hour. Okay, it looks like it stops down over here, because if you pan over to the right, then you have the building kind of curves inward, and then there's some huge opening down like right behind the speaker that's in the center of the shot. Yeah, you can see that the brickwork ends just about where that gentleman is. So how cool. Now it looks like this side of the building is looking the same. It's kind of hard to tell through the mesh and scaffolding, but I'm not noticing anything from ground level. Oh dang, here comes the crane. Watch out, Super Nintendo World balloons. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything different. So let's move on towards the escalator. Wasn't expecting anything on this side, and for good measure, for those that are wondering, yeah, nothing has changed on this side for this element of the coaster. Now this side, there's really nothing going on today, as crew members are mainly focusing on that end of the project, but you can see that the retaining wall right here has been uncovered. Concrete has cured, and they're starting to work in this section right here. Again, I have no idea what this is for. It could be a massive planter for all we know. But look at how close it gets to the coaster track. I mean, that is really close. This entire thing has some amazing close calls. I mean, just even through this section right here, it's gonna be so darn cool. And yeah, again, no crew members that I can see from this side. And I can't tell if they're working on brickwork on the side of the building. Let's zoom in. Hold on, everybody. Zoom. I can't tell through the mesh. It's kind of hard to tell. So there we go. It's a better focus. Go ahead and comment down below. Can you guys see any brickwork? It doesn't look like it. I think it just looks the same. Yeah, it seems like the focus has changed to the other end of the project, because again, I'm not seeing anybody over here working on any of these elements. The steel section right there, the track, retaining walls. Yeah, it's pretty quiet over here today. So let's move on. Now this little building has been seeing some progress. It's got a roof now, and it's starting to receive that purple sheeting. We'll go up before maybe receiving some detail. I don't know. Maybe it'll get the same brick treatment as the main show building will. I'm thinking this little building right here is for electrical, or something that has to involve the power for the coaster. But we'll see. We will see what they do with this tiny little building. I don't know if this is going to be a big major show element to the layout. I think those pieces will go closer to where the catwalk is. But nice to see this little guy receiving some good progress this week. Was not expecting it to receive that much work and then just a few days. So this is cool. And then you can see off in the distance, they have not started the concrete pour just yet for that retaining wall. That will happen very, very soon though. As you can see, they've pretty much prepared for it. And maybe they'll get to that once they finish the concrete work that's happening right below it. So maybe in the next few weeks, that wall will eventually look like this one right here. Okay, just pivoting a little bit between subjects. Here's what the side of the hill looks like this week. Again, no change, still looking the same. They haven't taken down any new trees. There isn't any equipment over here. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. There you go, Hillside Update 2025. And here's one more look just at the overall project. I'll make my way over to the lookout one more time before we make our way out of the theme park. I don't know if I'm gonna head downstairs because it's pretty crazy today. I don't know if I want to do that downstairs. But I did want to at least get a few shots of the coaster from this angle. And fingers crossed we'll get some soft previews of this thing later on this year, maybe around Halloween Horror Nights or Grinchmas. Because yeah, the progress has been so darn quick and these crew members are working so fast. Okay, I've made it back to the lookout. Couldn't find any other big significant changes. Here, I'll zoom back in over here. Hold on. Yeah, it was nice to get an overall look of the project. And of course, this huge building that will house the maintenance area and of course, the load and unload and parts of the queue and maybe some pre-show elements. That's another thing. I wonder what kind of pre-show elements we're gonna see in this attraction. I wonder if it's gonna be very similar to the ones that are over in Florida at the Fast and the Furious attraction where it's like multiple rooms. But you never know. Maybe it's something totally different here. You can see that this section right here still has some concrete work to go, but I'm wondering if this is going to be a theming element or / show element for the attraction, because it is very close to this piece of track over here, and of course the catwalk section. So I wonder if they're going to be building maybe some facades or maybe some buildings that we're going to be drifting around. That would be kind of cool. Because remember, the train does move. It's a controlled spin. Here's another shot of the catwalk. Let's see, a couple more sections remain. And then near the tail end over here, they have just a couple more pieces. Should finish it out, because then right after that, we come out of the element. Let's see, where is it at? It's right here, I think. Yeah, it's like in that area. You can kind of see the turnaround right over here. We'll come out of that element into the catwalk where, yeah, another launch is going to be located. I've also noticed right over here, they're starting to dig out an area right next to that footing and support column that goes right into the stall. This is where the stall is located. But yeah, on ground level, well, at least on the hillside, yeah, they're working in that area. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a same scenario like over by the escalator where a little retaining wall will pop up. And maybe they'll work on these utilities because these have kind of stayed here since the beginning. They haven't touched that at all. A lot more crew members are down over here by these footings for the coaster and for that massive sound wall. At least it's looking like it. Looks like crews are just kind of cleaning some stuff up. So maybe they're getting ready for lunch, or maybe they'll slowly start calling it a day. It's still pretty early though in the afternoon, so maybe it's lunchtime. And you know what I think is going to do it for Fast and the Furious? So let's slowly work our way out of the park. I don't know if I'm going to cover anything else because there really isn't anything else to talk about that's major. We got a helicopter flying over. They're checking out Fast and the Furious as well. But yeah, I really wanted to see the project today just because I knew the catwalk had gone in because I saw that posted on social media, so I wanted to see it in person. And then I wanted to see if they had installed any other pieces of track, but not yet. So maybe in the next couple days we'll get really lucky. I know they do a lot of track installation near the evening hours. But in the next couple days, if something crazy pops up and they put up a few more pieces, I'll do another video. If not, then it'll just be another week before another Fast and the Furious update video. But this is exciting nonetheless. I'm glad they're still moving at this pace. And the weather's been working with them as well. It hasn't been rainy or anything. Fingers crossed it stays like this for at least a little bit. Because, yeah, I think that's one of the other reasons why they're moving so quickly on putting everything up. But yeah, there's your latest on Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift opening up in 2026 here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Let's make our way out of the park. Yeah, a little bit of a shorter video today, but short, sweet, and to the point when it comes to Fast and the Furious coaster stuff. There was a few updates in there, which was nice. Again, that brickwork, so quick. Just in a couple days, they were able to accomplish that. So really excited for next week's video, or if in a couple days something happens, but kind of leaning more towards next week to come back to the park. And by then, who knows, we might see a few new pieces of track, maybe some scaffolding coming down around the building, and maybe a few other little updates around the project, like that huge retaining wall that's being put in at the turnaround. Successfully made it back to the parking structure. Yeah, definitely got my steps in, but I still have to do a little cardio later at the gym. It's a really beautiful day today. It is so clear. My goodness. It is really nice today. Perfect day to be at the park, even though it's crowded. It's still a great time, especially for those that are on vacation that don't mind. And yeah, it's a great time to just be in SoCal in general right now. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video from Universal Studios Hollywood. Like I was saying, it's a quick one, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, you can let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these updates covering Fast and the Furious or just your favorite theme parks in general, well, you should consider subscribing because I have brand new videos every single week from some of your favorites. Be sure to check me out on X and Instagram as well. Those links will be down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is, and I will see you next time in the parks. Bye.